The third issue, which is very important again, we have an issue with regards to 15th of Sha'Ban. 15th of Sha'Ban is a very, very cultural thing in our society now, that people, they organize, in Urdu we call it Shab-e Barat. Shab-e Barat. And also this has been very famous amongst the cultural Arabs who do not follow the Quran and Sunnah strictly. They have this. The 15th of Sha'ban is, they consider to be Barat, Laylatul Bara'a. Laylatul Bara'a. Laylatul Bara'a or Shab-e Barat means that this is the night where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will free the people from the hellfire. And they consider that on the 15th of Sha'ban. Based on that, they travel to the places where the graveyards have been decorated the whole night. And you will see on Islamic channels on the 15th of Sha'ban how they celebrate. All the celebrities, all the anchors, TV anchors, and all those people who want to get more subscriptions, they will, go to the graveyards. They decorate the graveyard as if it's a marriage is going on, and they spend their time doing dhikr of Allah. They read the Quran. They maybe do lots of things. And the next day, which is 15th of Sha'ban, a day of 15th of Sha'ban, they fast. And they quote the hadith. And they are mixed up with the narration. So my duty is to tell you the truth, and it's left to you. There are two narrations talking about this incident. Something that has to do with the Sha'ban, and especially the night of 15th of Sha'ban. One narration is found in Sahih Muslim, and another narration is found, similar narration, but in more detail in Sunan Ibn Majah. Hadith says that Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, she was searching for Rasulullah at night because it was his turn to spend night with her, and she could not find him next to her in the bed. So she went out to look for him, and that was the 15th of Sha'ban, the night of 15th of Sha'ban. She came to Jannatul Baqi'. This is the Muslim graveyard opposite of Masjid al-Nabawi. She saw that Rasulullah was raising his hands and he was making dua for the people who died, the people who were buried in the Jannatul Baqi'. Prophet finished his dua and he wanted to come back. So Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, she didn't want Prophet to know what she was doing or spying on him. Where did he go? Maybe she thought that he might have gone to another woman, another wife. So she didn't want him to realize that she is following him or chasing him. She rushed and came running to the house before Prophet could come. And then Prophet heard her breathing very fast. And he said that the dark shadow which I saw in front of me, was that yours? She said, yes. This is Shabah, okay? In Dubai they have black Mercedes and they call it Shabah. They call it a very expensive car. So this is, Rasulullah said to her that the dark thing that I saw in front of me, going ahead of me, was that you? She said, yes. And she said that I thought that you might have gone to some other wives. So he, just with the affectionate touch, he touched her chest and she said that you think the Prophet will deceive you. So that was a love. Okay, now the non-Muslims will say, look, violence, domestic violence. A husband is punching his wife. No, this is nothing. If you have got mental, chemical, malfunction in your brain to understand the truth, the love and romance between husband and wife, then we can't help it. This is not, violence or domestic violence that Islam allowed the woman to be beaten by the husband. No, it wasn't a punishment or hitting. With the hatred, it is a love and attachment of romance. Alhamdulillah. The hadith in Sahih Muslim stops here with one question of Aisha. She said, Ya Rasulullah, what should we do when we go to the graveyard? Rasulullah, she said to, Prophet ﷺ said to her, when you visit the graveyard, you should make dua for their forgiveness. And then she said that, what else we have to do? He said nothing. Now this hadith is continued in Sunan Ibn Majah. From here, there is another thing that they have quoted from Rasulullah, that he also said to her that this is the night where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala descends on the first heaven. We have 7 heavens, 7 asman hai, 7 samawat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala descends on the closest one, that is to us, the first one to us, and 7 to Allah. He descends on that this night, and he chooses the people, and he forgives all those people that is included in the list from the hellfire. And that description, the comparison of the people how many people will be freed from the hellfire, they used to have a goat or lamb which is from the tribe called Bani Kalb. And that was very famous because that goat used to have a thick furry hair, bade baal, dumba jatai, like a very thick hair lamb. And Rasulullah is saying that equal to the hair of that goat, Allah will free them. And then the hadith is mentioned again related to the same, that Rasulullah said you should pray the tahajjud in this night and fast the qumu laylaha wa sumu naharaha. That fast, pray the tahajjud of this night and fast the day of this day of Sha'ban. And it's not me, it's not any, Salafi or Al-Hadith or Wahhabi saying this. It is right from the time of Imam Bukhari till today, all the scholars who are specialized in the field of Hadith, Muhaddithin, and those scholars who are known for Jarh wa Ta'dil, those who are critics about the authenticity of the Hadith, these scholars, they say, هذا حديث موضوع. This hadith is a fabricated hadith lied upon Prophet ﷺ. The hadith which is in Sahih Muslim, that is authentic, but this hadith which has got all that additional things, they are not. And this is not, again, my brothers, alhamdulillah, I'm not boasting, but if you want to see from the Arabic sources, I have Ibn Majah, I have Sahih Muslim, and I can show to you the same hadith in Ibn Majah where it stops, and in Sahih Muslim where it stops, and what the scholars have said about that. So coming to the conclusion of this hadith, that 15th of Sha'ban, singling out one 15th of Sha'ban and doing any specific ibadah is not from Quran and Sunnah proven by Rasulullah, and especially things happening in the graveyards, that is also not permissible.